Hello, today I'm sharing my top 15 most used Sephora products in 2020. I have mostly makeup products, but I do have a couple of skincare and a fragrance as well. This video is in partnership with Sephora to let you know that in December, there is free shipping on all orders. No minimum purchase is required. Just use the code FREESHIP and I'll have the link and the details down below in the description box. If you're on mobile, just hit the title below the video to get to my description box. If you're on desktop, just look below the title and click the words "Show More" underneath the little summary paragraph. Okay, so like most of you, I do buy a lot from Sephora. So let's go ahead and get into the top 15 products that I use the most in 2020. Okay, now I definitely could have picked more than 15. I kind of did it like word association. Whichever products came to mind first, that's what I chose. There are definitely more products that I do reach for, but these just came to mind first. I would love to hear yours down below in the comments too. And also, before I get started, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new, if this is your first time here, or if you just haven't subscribed to my channel yet. I would love it if you would consider hitting that subscribe button before the end of this video. I'm just gonna go ahead and get into this bronzer that I am almost out of, and that's one of the reasons why it is in this video. I wore Becca bronzer in Capri Coast so much this year, partially because it's just super flattering on me, but also because I had started to hit pan and I just wanted to go ahead and get into my backup bronzer because I did rebuy this. I just think it's a great color for me. It has a little bit of a luminosity to give a glow, but it's not a sparkle. I mean, you can kind of see it a little bit there in the pan. It's great for me year-round. It's flattering. I've gotten new bronzers this year, but this is kind of a staple for me that no matter what comes and goes, this one just stays with me and I rotate it in anyway. I just can't see not having this in my life unless they discontinue it, which could happen. I mean, anything can happen. I'll kind of mix in the skincare products. I like to do that. It keeps things spicy, right? This is the Drunk Elephant Proteiny Polypeptide Cream. I always feel like a broken record when I start talking about this because I just have used it for what feels like so long now. This has been my nighttime night cream, night moisturizer for a long time now. And it's great because it's not only a moisturizer, but it's got peptides in it. It's got growth factors. It's got amino acids. It's just got some great things if you're into anti-aging. I mean, I'm 45, I'm not getting any younger, so I'm trying to do all kinds of good things for my skin. And I do love the way it dispenses. It's very sanitary. Now, I have been rotating in the Skin Fix peptide cream as well. I think that's great. It's a little bit thicker and it's really good for winter time. I am actually trying a prescription retinol right now. We'll get into that in a different video, but I've been wearing this in the daytime some, which is new for me. And it's working really well. So this is a product that just sticks around for good reason. I just feel like I don't talk about the Shiseido eyelash curler nearly enough. I've been using this for years and years and years, and I use it every single day. Everyone's eye shape is different, the depth is different, the curve is different, but this one works really, really well for my eye shape. It also doesn't give a bend, but rather a curl. It doesn't pinch, it doesn't dig in at the corners so that I can reach the middle. It's just the perfect eyelash curler for me. All eyelash curlers are not created equally, and so this one definitely needed to be in this video because it is used even on no makeup days because I do always curl my stick straight lashes. I mean, yeah, this would be in this video every year if I do this video every year. Do you want me to do this video every year? Let me know down below in the comments because I'm sure this list of products will change depending on, you know, what I'm using or what I'm into next year. So yes, this is definitely a most used product this year. I have a lot of perfumes in my life, so I feel like my perfumes individually don't end up showing a lot of use because I rotate perfumes so much. But I do feel like I started to see a dent in my Jo Malone Peony and Blush Suede perfume in 2020. I like to wear perfume for myself, even if I'm at home. It just makes me feel good. We were at home a lot this year. I still wore perfume. I wear it if I'm running errands. I just enjoy the experience, and I'm really into whatever makes me happy these days. I don't know about you guys, but I have a couple of other Jo Malone scents, but this is the one that I've just reached for the most in 2020. It's a very modern daily wear soft floral. It's great for any occasion. It's a beautiful, beautiful fragrance that is a compliment getter, and I just love it. I love it so much. You know, there's a couple of these in here that I've talked about maybe in one video, maybe two videos, but I don't feel like that really conveys how much I actually wear them and use them on a daily basis. This is one of those products. This is the Fenty Gloss Bomb, the original. So I have actually used up one of these, which actually should be in my next empties video, but it accidentally got thrown away. So this is actually the second one that I've bought. And I just think it's such a great consistency. It tastes like candy. It smells like candy. The tint is really pretty, and I really love the way it makes my lips feel, and it's not sticky, tacky either, but it has a nice thickness to it. And I'm really kind of into all the shades they have now. And so they have this glossy posse set that I think is really good, and I've been wearing these a ton too. I got this, I don't know, with one of my Sephora hauls this year, and they still have it right now if you want to grab it. But I like every single one of these shades. You get a nice variety, and they're actually a decent size. So you could get this set for yourself or give it to somebody, or break it up and, you know, give each of these to someone as part of a gift or something. I just really love this gloss. I think, you know, Fenty did a great job with it, and I can't seem to stop wearing it. I have two foundations in this video that I wanted to mention because I'm not really sure which one I wore the most. So I had to put them both in here. Now I'm going to breeze over this first one because it's in my best foundations and concealers of 2020 video. And that is the Bobbi Brown Skin Long Wear Fluid Powder Foundation. This is such a great skin-like foundation that I can take from sheer to light medium coverage, and it still looks like skin. It feels good. It keeps my shine away for a long time, even if I don't wear it with primer. It just looks really natural and beautiful on the skin, but it doesn't look like a fluid to powder foundation. I don't typically like those. It's also got UV and blue light protection. It just wears really well on my skin. For oily to normal skin, I think it's a really great foundation. In a nutshell, that's why I've worn it so much. I live in a really hot and humid area, and this is perfect for my combination oily skin. It applies quickly, it wears a long time, and it just looks really flattering and minimizes my pores beautifully. This is a skincare product that launched this year, and I'm on my second bottle. That's how much I have gotten along with this product. This is the Pharmacy Deep Sweep 2% BHA Pore Clearing Toner. There's something about this that I just love for my combination oily skin. This is alcohol-free, and it's refreshing, and it exfoliates and cleans the pores, and it does all of these great things, but it never makes my skin feel stripped. Now, during the recent Sephora holiday savings event, I did buy a third bottle to have a backup when this one runs out. That's how much I love it. Now you have access to these savings events throughout the year. If you're a Beauty Insider member, you also get a birthday gift during your birthday month and all kinds of other perks. I'll put a link down below if you are not a Beauty Insider member. It's free to join, and you can just check out more information down in my description box. You know, I went years without using a toner, and I feel like I've found some great ones over the past few years, and this is one that I've stuck with for many months now in a row. I just love it. I bought this lip liner in one shade in the spring, I think, and loved it so much it became a quick holy grail for me. And then I bought it in 3 more shades several months later because I just had to have it in other shades, other shade options. So this is the Pat McGrath Permagel Lip Liner. This is overall my most worn lip liner. I do have several shades. I'll have them listed down in the description box below. Now, I've said this before in videos, as I get older, my lip line gets more uneven. You know, my lips are starting to deflate a little bit, and you know, things just aren't looking as good. You see more vertical lip lines, all that kind of stuff. This lip liner glides on evenly. It allows me to make my lips look a little bit fuller and, you know, my lip line more even. It also is very creamy, and it fills in my lip lines a little bit. It's very grippy, so it allows my lip products to stay on longer, and it lasts a long time on the lips. I can wear this by itself, and it seems like I'm wearing kind of a budge-proof lipstick. It feels good. It looks good. It is the best lip liner I have tried so far, and I've tried a lot of lip liners in my years. Oh my God, it just sounded 80. But you know what I'm saying. I mean, it's that good that I will probably keep buying shades of it because I just love it that much. So I have talked about this blush shade in a couple of videos, but off camera, I just keep reaching for it. I think that's because not only of the longevity and of course how pretty it is, but it's also very neutral. It goes with a lot of things. This is the Laura Mercier Color Infusion Blush in the shade Fresco. You can see a little bit of sparkle in there, but that doesn't show up on your face. What shows up is just a lovely radiance. It just enhances the skin in a beautiful, neutral way, as it should. It shows up on my light medium skin. It's beautiful no matter what I'm wearing, and so I keep reaching for it. Okay, so let's talk about a cleanser I am almost out of. And when I say almost out of, I mean I'm having to take off the cap and squeeze it out in a really awkward way. You know, I bought a new one because I just can't stop using this cleanser. It's such a beautiful texture. This is the Tatcha Rice Wash that is supposed to be good for normal to dry skin, but I beg to differ. I think that this is great for any skin type. It's a soft cream cleanser and it's got these really, really fine granules in it that you almost can't even feel. It's the rice and hyaluronic acid. You really only need a tiny amount. It just leaves the skin feeling cleansed yet really soft and lovely, and it rinses away cleanly. I just love this cleanser so much. Now, I know this is a fairly recent launch, so I'm kind of keeping this as the ratio at which I've used it versus having used other setting sprays. I have never been much of a setting spray person, and the fact that I've used this so much says a lot. It means it's that good. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. This is such a good setting spray. It locks in my makeup and makes it bulletproof. I mean, this is what we need right now with all the mask wearing. Now, I went through a travel size bottle before I went through the full size, and I don't need a ton of spritzes of this. It only takes a few, but it leaves my makeup looking airbrushed. It doesn't change the finish of my makeup. It just sets it beautifully, and I love that I can get that in an alcohol-free setting spray, because when you have oily combination skin, you typically need setting sprays with alcohol in them. You know, they work great, but I just don't want to spray that on my face a ton. So this has been great in 2020. You can tell it's getting to be nighttime. All of my lighting back here is slowly going away. So this is the brow product that you hear me talk about a lot. And you know, you probably knew it was going to be in this video if a brow product was in this video. This is the Hourglass Arch Brow Micro Sculpting Pencil. This just works really great for my brows. I mean, do my brows always look perfect? No, but I really love how slim this is and how it looks like a hyphen. So it allows me to create hair-like strokes quicker than, you know, just a fine round tip pencil. I like the shade Ash for my brows in particular. I just think it works really well. It's pretty much the brow pencil I use on a daily basis. I'll mix in others, I'll try others, but I always go back to this one, and it is the one I use the most in 2020. I was thinking about eye products that I reach for in 2020 the most, and Natasha Denona came to mind immediately. I specifically thought of the Glam palette, but I was also thinking of these specific minis. It's kind of a toss-up for me between the new Mini Zendo, which is what I have on my eyes today. I also think of the sheer number of times I've used this since I've gotten it, and it's been a lot, as well as the Mini Glam palette. I just love this for everyday looks. It just makes getting ready easy and quick. Same with the Glam palette. These are all neutral, but they have something special to them, and you know, you don't have to put a lot of fuss into these. I think you get a lot of value for your money with the little mini palettes. And of course, you have a ton of versatility with the Glam palette. You know, I did a video on my top drawer makeup, what I reach for every day, and these were in there. These were in there for a reason. I just reach for them because they're easy and they allow me to get ready quickly, and that's important to me, and they always give beautiful looks. So when I talk about a primer, I know a lot of you are going to say, okay, she's going to talk about her Hourglass Veil primer. And I did use that a ton in 2020, but I do feel like I kind of used a variety of primers in 2020. But what stands out to me as being a primer that was new to me in 2020, which, you know, wasn't necessarily a prerequisite for this video, but one that I reached for super consistently and regularly over other primers, is the Shiseido Waso primer. Now this is in my best primers primers, powders, and setting sprays of 2020 for good reason. I mean, you only need a tiny amount, like half a pea size for your, shine prone areas. It does a great job of mattifying without changing the texture of your skin. It sinks right in like a lotion, and it also minimizes pores. I mean, I think it is actually called a poreless matte primer. But I find sometimes poreless mattifying primers can change the texture of the makeup I put on top of them, or they just make me look kind of dry, or I don't know, they just don't do good things for my skin, and this one does. I love this. I think this is a beautiful primer, and I've just reached for it a lot, specifically when I'm reaching for more radiant or natural looking foundations. It's worked really well for me. So I've also used it a lot when I have reached for this second foundation in this video that I reached for the most in 2020, other than the Bobbi Brown, and that is Were Backstage. You probably knew that was going to be in this video if you watch my videos. This is another extremely skin-like foundation. A lot of makeup artists keep this in their kit because it is pretty versatile across all skin types. It works really well for my oily combination skin. It can give a more natural finish if I use a more hydrating primer underneath. It can give a matte finish if I use mattifying primer underneath. But I can take it from light coverage to medium coverage. It blurs the skin really well, and it does a great job of minimizing the pores. I just love this foundation. This is a staple for me all the time too. I just feel like both of the foundations in this video do a great job of flattering the skin while still allowing my skin to look like skin and look really natural, and that's why I wear them so much. If you enjoyed this video and you haven't seen my best foundations and concealers of 2020, I'll link that down below. And I'd love to hear a product that you used a ton this year from Sephora as well. Leave that for me in the comments down below. If you're not subscribed to my channel, hit that subscribe button and become part of the family. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.